I'm Deputy Chief Tyler Schwerzer with the Hibbing Police Department. This is Investigator Rachel Sheik of the Hibbing Police Department. We're here today to present you information on the upcoming Range Youth Police Academy. This is an idea that was masterminded by Investigator Rachel Sheik. The information we're going to provide to you is how to sign up for the course, who should attend, and what we're going to be offering on a day-to-day basis of the Range Youth Academy. So, Investigator Rachel Sheik, why don't you just please talk to us briefly about how the idea came up?
Well, when I was in high school, I went through a youth police academy with the agency that I lived in. And in doing that summer program, it's not only opened my eyes to all the different aspects of law enforcement and the different occupations that are all tied together with it and how they work together, but it also they made me realize why officers do certain things that they do for safety. And I feel that that experience would be great for the students or the juveniles in our area to actually learn.
So what this program is going to accomplish is we believe it's going to offer factual knowledge of what police officers and law enforcement do in general, and also gear the youth in our area towards the career of law enforcement. And law enforcement has many facets that are established with it, not only just police or sheriff's office, but you have conservation, you have corrections, you have communications, you have different fields from either from a local side of law enforcement to federal law enforcement, Border Patrol, FBI, CIA at some point in time. We'll come in there. But the course will basically cover a lot of the facets, what we will do in the range area, and expose our youth to this program and hopefully generate interest into the career of law enforcement.
So the program itself, the different things that it's going to be covering each week, it's going to be a 1 day a week program. There's 1 day where their students are introduced to different fields of law enforcement, the Minnesota BCA, the DNR, State Patrol, as well as different parts of it as well. So like an emergency response team member will be there. Then there also talk about different call response and shown a lot of our equipment that we actually use.
Yep, so on some of the other days, the students will be participating in a court day. During the court day, they will be in the court chambers in the judges' area in front of judges, attorneys, social workers, other members of law enforcement. They will also be experiencing other days through other agencies. The Virginia Police Department has offered to provide instructors for our program. The Chisholm Police Department is offering instructors for our program, including the Hibbing Police Department as well. So during these days and courses, they're going to go through different styles of training and information from defensive tactics, evidence collection, patrol response, basically providing them firsthand knowledge as to how we as law enforcement officers work.
One of my favorite days is actually the very last day that we have for it. So throughout all this training, there's even a medical training for the students are actually going to be put through first aid and CPR training, which they will be awarded a certificate at the end of the program, which is issued through the state, which is a training. And my favorite day is the last day because that is actually scenario day where the kids actually are going to be put through scenarios where they're the police officers, and our officers are going to be the ones that are either victims, witnesses, or potential suspects when they're called to a scene and ask for assistance to see how they can actually deal with all the different things, all the information coming in, listening to a radio, talking to a partner, as well as taking in the information from the person who called you for help.
And also in those scenarios, they're going to have to gather information, gather evidence, make a decision as to how they're going to see the conclusion of the call, and they are going to be able to use all the facets of the training that we're going to provide to them. So a portion of our job is arresting people, And when you arrest a person, you're using a level of force. So while we're going through the program, we're going to train them into the levels of use of force, how that it's appropriate to, and the appropriate levels of force to use during a scenario. We're also going to teach them defensive tactics, which is a basic self-defense, and also the use of force that goes along with that. During defensive tactics training, we have different forms of level of force that can be used, including either a de-escalation, and that is a very big part in law enforcement in this day and age, is de-escalation. So we will go through different forms of conflict resolution with the participants in the program, and pretty much give them the information and the training that we receive on a year-to-year basis as law enforcement officers.
And then, why don't you tell me who can attend as well?
So any students in the Iron Range area from 8th grade through 12th grade, and if they've graduated from high school, they're still able to attend for that summer that they have graduated. And again, it's open to all of the youth in our area of the Iron Range, whether it be all the way on the east end or all the way on the west end.
So this will actually be on Mondays as well through the summer. The very first day is July 11th. The very last day is August 22nd, and it's from 8 until 12. The only day that's actually different is going to be the training for the first aid and CPR, because that's a required 6-hour training. But other than that, each of the days is going to be 4 hours, and it's always Monday.
And the course will be held at either the Hibbing Police Department, the St. Louis County Courthouse, or also at the Hibbing Fire Department.
There's absolutely no fee for this. It's completely free. Our department, our city has been great in actually promoting this and wanting for us to actually put this on for the youth. So the city is actually footing the bill for anything that we need to be able to put this on.
So for registration, you can come to the Hibbing Police Department. You can pick up a form for registration, or you can go on to the Hibbing Police Department's Facebook page. They have forms on there. Once you complete them and fill them out, you can return them to the Hibbing Police Department.
Or you can contact me through email or give me a call on the phone, and I can definitely send anybody an application through the mail. My phone number is 218-262-0288.
Yep, and the Hibbing Police Department's direct phone number is 218-263-3601.
Did you also say that through the school resource officer as well, if anybody goes to the school for anything in the summer or anything, you can always get one from the school, the high school here as well.
Is there a deadline for a registration?
For a registration, we did have a deadline, but that was basically for ordering the shirts, but we're pushing that back so that we can try and make it open for more kids that want to try and get that in there right away. So since the classes are actually going to start July 11th, I'm hoping that we'll get some more in as soon as possible, but I'll say that the last date will probably be the week before that.
And all the students and youth that are going to be participating in this, they don't need to have to be physically participating in every activity. They may observe. There is going to be some exceptions. When you are conducting the CPR or the first aid training, you're going to have to be able to physically perform the duties in order to get your certificate.
Anything else, if they want to just stand by and watch, they're perfectly fine for doing this. It's all volunteer for the students to actually come and be a part of it. The waiver, there is a liability waiver as well as an application. It's a short application process, basically asking your full name, date of birth, parents' consent, obviously. Parent or guardian has to give consent and they sign the form as well. A liability waiver, and then also we do ask for medical information, which is completely confidential. The only reason why we ask that information is for the safety of the juveniles while they're in our care. So we ask, for example, if somebody has a seizure disorder, we want to know that, or if they have medications on them and what it is, dosing. And yet again, that's just so that we can make sure that they get medical care if anything does happen when they're with us.
So again, the Range Youth Police Academy will be open to youth in our area from 8th grade through graduation of high school. It will start Monday, July 11th and run through August 22nd, 8 a.m. to noon on those Mondays. Location is the Hibbing Police Department, the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office and Courthouse, and also the Hibbing Fire Department. We have no class limit, but please sign up quickly so that we can be prepared for you.
Well, I hope that they can come and take a look at what we do and actually maybe find a new opportunity or occupation that they're interested in, whether it be law enforcement or court or social services. There's a lot of different aspects that all work together in
Correct.
this field.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you at the Academy.